What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to the latest update about Florian Wirtz, because this transfer will reach a conclusion this week. That's what many journalists predict, and that's what I'm predicting, that Liverpool are now just discussing the add-ons, the bonuses, and when exactly each payment will be made, because David Ornstein has reported that even though Liverpool and Leverkusen haven't reached an agreement yet, there is optimism on both sides that the deal can be struck, and Florian Wirtz only wants to sign for Liverpool, and he already told Leverkusen that he wants to sign for Liverpool. So there is a feeling that this could be a pivotal week, and Liverpool's second proposal was worth up to 130 million euros. Liverpool might need to go a little bit higher, maybe 140 million euros. That's like 120 million pounds. And Liverpool's second offer may yet increase, according to David Ornstein. And Florian Plettenberg has reported that the second offer was not accepted in its current form. So there is still no agreement for a few days, but the negotiations are ongoing. Both teams want a quick agreement. Leverkusen have a different overall package in mind than the one currently being offered by Liverpool. So probably Liverpool's payment structure of when the different parts of the payment are being paid, and also what kind of bonuses and add-ons and different clauses there are in such a big, huge contract. Liverpool and Leverkusen disagree on the minor details, the technicalities. And also it was reported by Florian Plettenberg that Harvey Elliott is not a topic at Bayer Leverkusen anymore, so Harvey Elliott probably doesn't want to play for Erik ten Hag. He doesn't want to go to Germany when he can stay in England and go to a Premier League club and play regularly. But Jero Kwanzaa is still an option for Bayer Leverkusen, so there is still a scenario where Leverkusen could want Kwanzaa, Liverpool could offer him in the deal, and we could lower the overall transfer fee by involving Jero Kwanzaa. Also a very interesting story, and this could get awkward for Liverpool, is that Florian Wirtz would like to wear the number 10 shirt at Liverpool. That is the same shirt that he has wore all throughout his Leverkusen career, and that's what he currently wears at Leverkusen. And also he wears the number 17 shirt for Germany. And of course at Liverpool, Alexis McAllister currently wears the number 10 shirt. So Liverpool would find themselves in a difficult situation because you don't want to upset one of your star players, McAllister, but you also want to satisfy your club record signing, Florian Wirtz. Liverpool are still optimistic, very optimistic about reaching an agreement with Leverkusen unless a player is included in the deal. Liverpool player is included in the deal. Leverkusen are demanding a fee of up to 140, 150 million euros. That's why I said that Liverpool might need to go a little bit higher with their bid. And by the way, if you enjoy these transfer news updates videos, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new around here, because I post daily updates of Liverpool's latest transfer news. And you can support the channel further by subscribing to my Patreon. It costs as little as $3, and it helps me make these videos even better and even more frequent. So Leverkusen Insider also reported that Bayer Leverkusen are taking a relaxed, laid-back approach when it comes to Florian Wirtz either playing or not playing for Germany against Portugal, because there is a risk that an injury could affect the deal with Liverpool. It is assumed that Wirtz will play because Leverkusen know how important the Nations League is for the German national team, and if it were a significant game, the situation would probably... If it were an insignificant game, the situation would probably be different. However, the whole issue is also a major topic of discussion in England. Because what if Florian Wirtz tears his ACL, God forbid, that would be the worst case scenario, then he will be out for 7 to 9 months, and then Liverpool will not sign him. So Leverkusen are treading carefully with this situation. Another wild story, and I told you guys that Liverpool were interested in Ryan Cherki because Liverpool's manager Arne Slot actually flew to the south of France last week for talks with Ryan Cherki, honoring the meeting that was scheduled previously before the Florian Wirtz chase accelerated. So Liverpool were, of course, monitoring and being interested in multiple players, and Ryan Cherki, of course, Liverpool wanted to sign him. But when Liverpool learned that Florian Wirtz wants to join Liverpool, and when Liverpool managed to convince Florian Wirtz to join Liverpool, then Arne Slot very respectfully met up with Ryan Cherki, told him honestly in person that Liverpool are going for a different target, because we don't need two players signed for the same position, because we already have Dominic Szoboszlai. So Florian Wirtz is the top target for Liverpool, and the only offer made as Liverpool seek agreement, and now it looks like Ryan Cherki could go to Manchester City. They are pushing to sign him, but I think this is a very interesting story that Liverpool are and were monitoring multiple players. David Ornstein reported that this can be revealed now, that Arne Slot left his holiday last week. He flew to the south of France to meet Ryan Cherki. This meeting was already scheduled weeks before, and Liverpool are committed to Wirtz, but that doesn't stop them performing due diligence on other options and preparing for all outcomes. The Cherki discussions were scheduled before the Wirtz chase accelerated, and it is normal to proceed with such conversations while your priority, signing, is not complete and multiple plates are spinning. But I think if Ryan Cherki signs for Man City, then Liverpool missed the boat on that. Hopefully Liverpool will complete this Florian Wirtz transfer this week, and that's why it's crucial, because if we can't complete the transfer, then we move on. We need to move on to our other targets. I don't think that will happen. I think Liverpool will sign Florian Wirtz, but we just have to wait and see what happens in the next few days. And Man City are now focusing on Cherki because they just thought the Wirtz is too expensive. Wirtz didn't really want to play for Man City. And Cherki's release clause is worth 22.5 million euros. That was reported, but that is not the case according to David Ornstein. Lyon want to negotiate for a significantly bigger fee. Even though Ryan Cherki only has 1 year left on his contract, the agreements still need to be found between the clubs and with the player. However, the situation is progressing, and Man City are hopeful of landing Ryan Cherki. So that's a very interesting story. Paul Gorst, who is working for the Liverpool Echo, and this is of course as reliable as it comes. He has very close ties to Liverpool and he has inside sources inside the football club. He is saying that Liverpool remain determined to reach an agreement over Florian Wirtz after seeing a club record offer of £110 million turned down by Leverkusen. No talks over player swaps believed to have taken place. As things stand, both clubs want a swift resolution. So at the moment, Liverpool are mainly talking with Leverkusen for a direct transfer of Florian Wirtz. It's a matter of time, according to Kave Soleko, who is working for Sky Sports. It's a matter of time before Liverpool and Leverkusen agree a deal for Florian Wirtz. The latest information is that Leverkusen would accept a package of £120 million. That's 142 million euros. Having previously wanted 150 million euros, so 126 million pounds. So the Leverkusen's tactic is just to try to meet in the middle, and they want Liverpool to just increase their overall package a little bit more. And even Joshua Kimmich and many other Germany international teammates of Florian Wirtz have been talking about Wirtz going to Liverpool. He said he will have his reasons for making this decision. I hope it's the right path for him. As a Bayern player, I would have naturally wanted him to come to us. So he's talking about Wirtz choosing Liverpool. Even the Germany players know that. Everyone is talking about him joining Liverpool, so don't believe the naysayers. And another Liverpool fan said, from what I can understand from the reports, Leverkusen are broadly satisfied with the base fee and the structure that Liverpool have proposed. That's the big hurdle that we already cleared. The delay and the so-called rejection seems to hinge on the add-ons, the bonuses. Not just the amount, but how many bonuses there are, how achievable they are, and how soon they would activate. So probably Leverkusen want a little bit more bonuses and maybe a little bit earlier being activated. So there's nothing about the reports that should worry you guys too much. There also isn't any rush, because Wirtz only wants Liverpool, Leverkusen want to get this deal done, Liverpool of course want to get this deal done, so both clubs are set on resolving it. it just takes time. It's a huge deal, the biggest deal in Liverpool's history, the biggest deal in Leverkusen's history of selling any player for this amount. So this situation has become a one-horse race for Florian Wirtz, given his preference to join Liverpool and Liverpool's willingness to push for it. Wirtz is the most high-profile situation in the market right now. Liverpool's original proposal was worth 130 million euros, comprised of a guaranteed fee plus potential add-ons, and it may yet increase. As I said, Liverpool probably need to increase it to 140 million euros, 142 maybe. Wirtz is a long-term target for Liverpool. We have been following him and scouting him for years. This is Liverpool's first choice, number one transfer target, and the only player they have made the bid for in his position. That's what David Ornstein reported. So Liverpool's last offer was maybe 10 million pounds short of Leverkusen's asking price. That's what Simon Jones reports in the Daily Mail. Richard Hughes, Liverpool's sporting director, has proposed a package to his Leverkusen counterpart Simon Rolfes with easily attainable performance-related bonuses, for example Champions League qualification, but the clubs are yet to agree a final fee, so talks will continue to find a middle ground today. So this is very, very exciting because any day now we could get a breakthrough of Liverpool and Leverkusen agreeing on the overall package, not just the base fee because Leverkusen are fine with that, but the bonuses, the add-ons, just everything needs to make sense for both Leverkusen and Liverpool. So that's why this is dragging on a little bit. And I know that you guys are getting a little bit impatient, frustrated, annoyed, but trust me, the wait is worth it, because when that announcement hits by any major journalists that Liverpool have agreed a transfer fee for Florian Wirtz, that announcement will hit like crazy. I cannot wait for that, and I'm really looking forward to reporting it every day for you guys. And now I also want to look at where exactly Florian Wirtz will play for this Liverpool team and how he will fit into Arne Slot's tactical plans next season, because Asim has covered this in a brilliant thread that Arne Slot screamed at Lucho, Luis Diaz and Cody Gakpo to go wide a million times this season. It's safe to say that Arne Slot prioritizes winger isolation in wide areas. This aligns with a broader trend in modern coaching that width isn't just about shape, it's about creating high value one-on-ones, because Arne Slot wants his wingers to go one-on-one with the defender Salah and either Luis Diaz or Cody Gakpo, to isolate them one-on-one, to beat them one-on-one, and that leads to so many goal-scoring opportunities. So it would be surprising if Liverpool start playing Wirtz from the left and expect him to stretch the pitch. Cherki is a road runner, but Arne Slot's general principle for his left back is to stay and go. I feel you need Wirtz to start centrally and let him create the overloads wherever it's needed on the pitch. A bit like what Arne Slot did with Szoboszlai at Old Trafford, if you remember. There is a big misconception, for example, about Hakimi and Mendes in Paris Saint-Germain's team. People assume they are constantly bombing forward non-stop. In reality, PSG's 3-5 structure means it's not full throttle all the time, unless you are facing a low block. Hakimi is generally high and wide, and Mendes is the one to join in later. I'm not saying Wirtz won't be part of positional fluidity, but this is about where Wirtz starts on paper. We also like to forget that Arne Slot likes to sit in at times, and if the opposition's right back is high, I wouldn't want one of the most creative players in the world in left back areas. It will be fluid and dependent on opposition structures, of course. You might see Wirtz at false 9 at times, and when Slot wants to engineer a bit more control in a game, like we have seen on some occasions. Of course, can Florian Wirtz come deeper and show to feet? Can he turn on a sixpence? Can he connect on the halfway line? Can he disrupt defenders? The beauty about Firmino's touch was not to stop, it was a signal to combine, to turn, and to rotate the ball in the next phase. That's what Wirtz possesses too. After watching a lot of footage of him, he can become the perfect bounce wall, 1-2s, blind layoffs, disguised flicks, And if you listen to some of his interviews, he talks about all of these things as he likes to be one step ahead of defenders. Nevertheless, I think Slot uses this option when he wants one more man in possession too. After watching a lot of footage of him, he can become the perfect bounce wall, 1-2s, blind layoffs, disguised flicks. If you listen to some of Wirtz's interviews, he talks about all these things as he likes to be one step ahead of defenders. I think Arne Slot uses this option when he wants one more man in midfield, when Szoboszlai's legs may be needed more in a game. Covering Salah into your own half will still be a thing next season. So think like Arsenal away or a big tie away in Europe. This could be an option. There has been, of course, plenty of discussion regarding Florian Wirtz playing the left wing role. Does Slot take a leaf out of Klopp's book in the sense of flying fullbacks become wide merchants and final third instigators with a flat free midfield that provide a constant horizontal press, shield, positional cover and safe circulation like Fabinho, Henderson and Wijnaldum? In this structure, Wirtz could start from the left and occupy left half spaces with no width fixing responsibilities, but this system does have an over-reliance on the fullbacks to provide the fifth width all the time, Frimpong and Cherki. You would also lack natural touchline presence in transition, especially on the left side. Do you really want to see Virgil direct to the left, covering the advanced left back all the time, despite having a flat free in midfield? Even then, McAllister isn't the most mobile to shutter across. The current three in midfield are technicians, and they are adaptable. But they are not Fabinho, Henderson and Wijnaldum in knowing how to mop up danger. So problems in transition and also on the ball if the fullbacks are pinned. Over-reliance, you get the point. The more I watch Florian Wirtz, the more I admire his footballing brain. The responsibility he takes in the team as just a 22-year-old footballer, that's special. He's more pass-oriented than most people anticipate, which is good. He's like a number 10 without a position. A kind of footballer that thrives if a team has lots of time in the third phase. He's a natural number 10 in terms of build too, but his ground power and mentality to run gives him an edge over the other number 10 we have been linked with. Wirtz is the modern playmaker and even more. So this is the reason that Wirtz is probably the perfect hybrid between Firmino and Coutinho. And you can see a false nine intelligence, off-the-move movements, pressing angles, combination play under pressure. All traits that you would associate with a prime Bobby Firmino with. But Wirtz also possesses dribbling and congestion, ball striking ability, vertical carrying ability of Coutinho. To put it in simple terms, he can connect the play like Bobby Firmino, but he can also destabilize defenses like Coutinho. So he's the perfect hybrid of two of my favorite past players at Liverpool. And of course, you could see McAllister a little deeper against aggressive pressing teams, how Gravenberch may have to shuttle across a little more than usual, how the type of 9, if we get one, affects the number 10, the false 9 creating the box. To summarize, if you spend 150 million euros on a player, then you must let him flourish in the right environment. And Arne Slot wants to build the whole team around Florian Wirtz. He is that good. If he wants the 10 on his back, give him it, but more importantly, give him the number 10 on the pitch as well in the tactical system. Talents of this magnitude doesn't just need a pitch, it needs a stage, and Liverpool will give Florian Wirtz that stage. So let me know what you think. I thought this was a brilliant tactical breakdown, so thank you to Asim for providing this, and I just wanted to share it with you guys because I'm sure many of you guys haven't seen it. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.